Good morning and welcome to day 3 of the mini Norfolk Broads adventure. And oh my goodness, what a drastic change to the weather it is today. I mean, last night it got torrential rain, high winds, got soaked coming back from the Lion last night. Yeah, we were pretty battered with it for a while during the night as well. But this morning, blue skies, lovely sunshine, and it's actually really nice. Still a wee bit of a breeze about, but it's not too bad. As always though, the Lion was absolutely fantastic. It was truly amazing. They had a bit of an Oktoberfest thing going on last night. So there was a lot of like German beers and German food, and yeah, it was very nice. I couldn't tell you what beers I had. They were obviously all German, but it was some sort of Weissner or something like that. It was really cloudy, but it was absolutely really nice. Had a couple of them, then had my dinner, which was like German meatballs, which was, I don't know, it was quite interesting. It was a wee bit sort of spicy, I suppose, and a wee sort of bed of lettuce, and it came with some sort of curried sort of spicy ketchup dip, you know, and a wee bit, I don't know what they were all chopped up with, you know, cabbage or turnip or something like that, you know. Couldn't tell you. All I know is that I really enjoyed it. I was going to have, there's some interesting, quite sort of German themed main courses, and I was going to have one, but I decided, after careful consideration, to have the side of pork belly. And oh my god, you know, did the Lion not outdo itself once again with this bloody dinner? You know, I mean, it was a massive thick bit of pork belly, you know, on a huge lump of mashed potatoes, which was infused with black pudding. Had some green beans, and it was drizzled all over with this sort of sauce thing, you know. I can't remember what the sauce was, but it was just, it was glorious. It really was. But I didn't actually drink too much last night. I think I'm sort of easing off a wee bit on the dark sides. This trip isn't about dark sides anyway, you know. It's just about really sort of chilling, relaxing, and enjoying, of course, the new boat. So yeah, I had a lovely glorious dinner in the Lion. Got absolutely drenched and soaked coming back to the boat. Then I spent a very comfortable, very relaxing evening on board Thunder, just chilling and relaxing. Went to bed, and very comfortable boat. Very comfortable boat. It's just still surprising me, just sort of taking after spending so long on hire boats, the difference between a hire boat and a private boat, you know. Just the quality of the finishing, the foam in the mattresses, and the bedding, and it's just totally different. It's almost like in your own home, you know. So yes, I am loving this boat so far. And despite her size, you know, I think I'm actually starting to get quite used to handling her, you know. She's actually damn stable in the water. I mean, very stable. We've had boats going up and down. Last night there was a few speeding small boats. You know, you'd expect the higher boats to sort of shake a wee bit and wobble, you know. Rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. So, yes, absolutely loving this boat. I hummed and hawed about it for a long time, and all I can say is I'm glad I took the plunge, you know, and especially for this one. So yeah, absolutely loving it. Anyway, that was last night. Pretty uneventful, but very enjoyable. you know, and very relaxing, you know. Now that the rain's gone and the wind's died down a wee bit, it feels like it's going to be a cracking day today. But what are we doing today? Well, I don't know. I don't know, to tell you the truth. I do have a couple of ideas that I could do, and I was humming and hawing this morning, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up to Heigham. I'm going to go up to Heigham and I'm going to have a wee look around Lathams. You know, I've not bought anything for 99 pence that I never knew that I needed, but I suddenly need this trip. So yeah, I'm going to go up to Lathams, have a wee look around, stretch the legs a wee bit, and then what I'm thinking is that I might head down the Bure to either Acle or Stokesby. Because I haven't visited those places for, well, I haven't visited them on this trip at all, actually, and it's been a while since I was last at Stokesby. So I'm thinking Acle or Stokesby for tonight. Like I say, just short wee cruises, pluttering around, a wee bit here and a wee bit there. That's all it is about, just basically getting used to the boat, getting used to the way she handles, and basically just enjoying my time on her. You know, it literally is, I'm just using this wee trip as a shakedown cruise, you know, to get familiar with her. Before my proper trips start next year, which I'll probably fill you in about all that later, you know. I do have currently 4 weeks on this boat next year. I'm working on a 5th one for next year, and there's a possibility I might be back on her later on again this year, but I'm still working on work and everything with that, you know. So yeah, it's good times ahead. Oh yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go away. I'm gonna get myself get my coffee finished, get myself dressed, get myself organised, fire up the engine, and we're gonna show off up to Heigham, and I'm gonna basically see what's up there, and maybe get myself a wee cake or something like that. A wee bite for breakfast. So yes, as always, I know these are going to be very short, but I will keep you updated on the events of the day at various points. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. I am on my way. Left Thurne Dyke, came up to the River Thurne, turned right, and I'm heading for Heigham. And yes, it looks like it could be cakes and coffee for lunch today. Woohoo! Yee-hee! Excellente! I will say, you know how yesterday I talked about when you're sitting down here at the front of the boat, you don't realise just how much boat you've got behind you. That was definitely emphasised to me down at Thurne Dyke when I was trying to turn. Because obviously, you know, I like to go down to the bottom, turn in that wee sort of wee marina basin thing, and then just come up and, oh my god, you know, it looked like I was doing no problems going down here, from the Latham, turned it in, looked back, and it was like, oh, you know, I've got like another like 30 odd feet behind me. It's like, oh my god. So yeah, it took a wee bit of shimmying to get in and out, but it turns 43 feet, turns down there, so excellent, you know. Although I must admit, bow thrusters do to come in handy, you know. I like my bow thruster. I really do like my bow thruster. But yeah, I mean, the weather is continuing to be glorious. It is definitely warming up. There's definitely a bit of a chill and a nip in that air though, so I think winter's chill is definitely starting to get hold of the autumn days. So I'm just in a short sleeve t-shirt. It might be fine later on. I might need to put a jumper later on, I'm not sure, but if the weather stays like this, I might have a wee cruise up top later, you know, because I've not spent that much time up there yet, you know, so that'll be good. So yeah, anyway, I'm continuing to cruise on up to Heigham. I'm going to have a wee wander. I'm not sure what we're going to do, just basically just go and have a wee walk and just have a wee sort of a window shop and see what happens, you know, and see if I can actually come out that shop for the first time without actually buying anything, you know. But yeah, we'll wait and see. So yeah, that's the update so far. I'll keep you updated, you know, on the short little wee adventure of the day, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update. I am at Heigham, and oh, I must admit, I was surprised I got in. You know, it's quite busy actually. It's busier than I expected it to be, and oh, I'll say this: I've got that beast into a space between two boats. Getting out of that said space is going to be very, very interesting. So yes, but yeah, I got in no problems, and like I say, I mean, I'm still in my shirt, you know. It's getting really nice now that the sun's coming up, you know. It's just warming, it's taking a wee bit of that chill off, you know, because we're in a wee bit of shelter, you know. It's you know, it's that chilly breeze isn't quite so bad. So yes, everything is actually, it's turning into a nice day. I'm gonna go for a wee wander, like I say, down the into Heigham, have a wee look at Lathams, maybe check out some of the wee sort of breakfast lunch places in that area. I'm still wanting to try some places in Heigham. I am a wee bit surprised at just how high the river levels are here. It's obviously, I'm assuming, quite a lot of with the rain recently that we've had the last couple of days. But yeah, those river levels are really quite high indeed. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go and have a wee wander around Heigham, and well, we'll see what we see. So I'll keep you updated, and I'll speak to you soon. So until later, bye for now. Cheers! Okay, just a little wee update for you. I'm back on the rivers. Nipped into Heigham, Lathams. Had a wee trip into I had a wee trip into Lathams, and yes, I'm afraid to say I got cakes. I got a box of cakes. I'm going to be eating cakes for the next few days. The Admiral is going to be a fat bastard, you know. But I just can't resist. I mean, in my defence of Lathams and the cakes, okay, I would just like to say it has been a wee while since I last had cakes out of there, so I think I'm permitted, you know. But but no, I had a good wee wander. I was quite surprised at how busy it was actually today. It's obviously a Monday morning, but yeah, it was the busiest I've actually seen it, you know. Quite a lot of people running around, and the queues were quite but never mind. Heigham is also actually, surprisingly, quite busy. Once again, I was quite surprised about that. I thought it would be quite quiet, you know, but no, it was quite busy. So yeah, I didn't really hang around, you know. I quite fancied going for a wee wander and maybe we'll look at the Herbert Woods boatyard and the boats for sale and all that, you know. But to tell you the truth, it was quite busy, and I was just like, yeah, let's just leave, you know. Let's just have a wee wander, get a wee cake, and basically get back on the boat off ski. So that's what I've done. I'm heading down the River Thurne at the moment, although I must admit I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to. Excuse me a wee second. I must admit I'm not entirely sure exactly what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go straight away. The idea is to go down to Acle. I want to spend the night in Acle, but I'm not entirely sure if I should maybe take a wee side detour into St Benet's. I could do that, there's plenty of time. The problem with that is that if I go to St Benet's, you know, and then go down to Acle, I run the risk of not being able to get in at the free moorings, you know, and if I can't get in at the free moorings, I'll have to get in at the paid for moorings, which belong to Pedro's, and if they grab me, which they will, and ask for £10, then I might have to end up going for a Mexican tapas in order to get my money back. I don't really want to do that. I think I want to go for the Virgin instead. But we'll wait and see, but yes, you know what I'm like, you know, I'll get down to the bottom of the Thurne, and before I know it, I've turned right and I'm going to St Benet's, you know. We'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, that's the update so far. Lovely day, you know, it's glorious, you know. I mean, oh, it's actually quite warm with that sun beating down inside here, but it's actually quite outside. It's quite a cooling breeze. It's quite chilly out there, so yeah, I'm just staying down here for the moment, you know. But yeah, other than that, all is going well. No idea what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go, but we'll figure that out later. So well, I'll keep you updated. So until later, I'll speak to you soon. So until then, bye for now. Cheers. Okay, just a little wee update for you. I am at Acle, outside the pub. Oh yeah! Isn't that? I mean, that was such good timing, absolute excellent timing. I was coming down the River Bure there. There was plenty of spaces in the free moorings, but I think we're on a spring tide at the moment, and after the very heavy torrential rain we've had the last few days, the free moorings are actually overflowing in places, and I checked and the tide is still coming in. It's still got about another hour and a half to come in, so that is going to continue to rise. So yeah, I wasn't really very happy about mooring on the free moorings over there, but I came down here by the pub moorings, and there was a wee Herbert Woods boat here, space behind it, and there was obviously space here. I turned around and basically I said, excuse me, are you staying here, are you moving on? My thinking was that if they were going to stay here, I was going to politely ask them if it would be possible to move from there to there, which they would be able to get in. They wouldn't have obstructed the ladder, which has obviously been hit at some point, I'm not assuming, and I would have been able to have got in here. Turned out they were just getting ready to leave. The engine was running, so they were obviously preparing to leave, and they said, well, we'll leave just now. And I said, thank you very much. So they left, I spun round and slotted in there perfectly. Considering that the tide is currently coming in, and considering that it seems to be quite high at the moment, what I've done is I've just erred on the side of caution and I've put spring lines on them. I'm not sure if that particular one should have been there or further up there, but I didn't want to block the line. So I put it there, I put another spring line there, and obviously at the back 2 spring lines on the back. So theoretically, but like I say, about another hour and a half of tide risal is going to happen. So we're going to come up a wee bit yet, but hopefully when the tide starts dropping, that's going to disappear down, and the spring lines will keep us all nice and tight into the quay heading with luck. So yes, that's it. I am now at Acle. A very, very short cruise day. I've actually quite enjoyed myself. Just like pluttering around, just getting used to the boat, just basically just kicking back, relaxing and enjoying this lovely weather that it's turned into today. And yeah, I'm really fairly fantastic. Can't believe the difference in the day, you know. So far I would have to say I am loving Thunder, absolutely loving her. She's very comfortable, and she's she's just solid in the water, you know. I'm not entirely sure exactly what is going on under the waterline with that keel, but something is going on now, because she will not budge at all. Tracks straight, tracks true. You come to a stop and basically, you know, nothing upsets her at all. So yeah, so far loving Thunder indeed, you know. But yes, that is essentially, for all intents and purposes, the end of day 3 of the mini Norfolk Broad adventure. I did say these would be short, you know, there wouldn't be much happening, I wouldn't be saying much, you know. It's just more about spending a little time just by myself, you know. I've done my last adventure, so I'm spending just a little time by myself, you know, on the new boat, and I just want to bring you along for wee snippets of how much I'm enjoying it. So yes, I might be back later, because you never know what I'm like, you know, after a few drinks. I am actually going to go and have a wee beer, sit in the garden, you know, in the sun, you know, enjoy the lovely weather, before I then decide about doing dinner later on. Probably a wee bit too early to have dinner at the moment, so and considering, you know, I've not really been doing much recently, so I'm thinking maybe a wee walk might be in the order of the day as well. So but before the walk, you know, a pint of beer. Pint of beer in the sun, enjoying the lovely weather. So yeah, so yeah, I might be back later tonight, I might not be, you know. If I'm not, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, even though not a lot has been going on. But come along, join me for day 4, where who knows where we're going to end up, you know. So we'll wait and see. So yeah, so if I don't pop back later, I'll see you tomorrow on day 4. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Cheers!